Naren, what is your definition of a blessing?
The definition of blessing, that's an interesting one, you know. In my mind, when we say blessing, it's let's call it as, some kind of favor or protection from a higher power, right? In fact, if you probably Google blessing, that's probably what you'll end up seeing, which is like it's God's favor or protection. That's what people call as blessing, right? But, you know, putting it into a more scientific explanation. See, many of us probably have plants at our home, right, which we have to water so that they survive, isn't it? But then you have all these forests. I mean, here in California, you have these redwood forests and everything else where nobody waters those plants, but they still survive, right? Because somewhere nature is taking care of those plants, right? So if you look at the universe, even from a very scientific viewpoint, there is a force in the universe that is driving the universe. There is a force in the universe that is taking care of the universe. And sometimes we should just open our eyes to recognize that that force exists, right? And call that God, call that nature, call that the universe itself, call it, those who meditate, you call it self or consciousness. There is that force or that energy that is driving the universe. And invoking that force into the physical realm, that to me is a blessing, right? So you're actually tapping into that divine consciousness or the self and bringing it to the physical world. Just like, like the example that I gave, the trees being taken care of by nature. When you invoke blessings, you actually are able to invoke that higher power into the physical realm and have people experience miracles, healing. I mean, I've, I've experienced quite a bit of personally and in the lives of many, 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 many people. I've seen some remarkable changes happen thanks to blessings, right? And for me, the only way to look at it is being able to tap into something bigger than us. So that to me is a blessing.